Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Yellen came out and told us that she is basically going to pull back the 25 basis point hike that she had in December, the quarter point, because the economy is bad. Then she's going to do quantitative easing. So what does that mean? That means as the economy gets worse, the market's going to go up. See, most people think when the economy's bad, the market should be going down. Just the opposite. Because when the economy is bad, the Federal Reserve comes in, prints money, gives it to the companies to buy their own shares back to push their stocks up. Because when the economy's bad, people aren't out spending and their stock doesn't go up. This is how they do it. A great opportunity. Don't miss it. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Become part of this wealth effect. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran it 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Scheer book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Scheer is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Scheer as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, we come in the morning, we have what we call coffee talk, but we just don't sit around and throw the bull, or joke or laugh. Our coffee talk is serious. Every morning before you start out investing, we have an intense discussion on what is going on and where we should be investing, because it's all about not the money, but where you're putting that money. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and enjoy the best coffee in town.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
Everything we see in housing continues to be quite favorable, right? Home prices continue to appreciate 3 to 5% annually. Mortgage applications are at 3-year highs. And again, the backdrop of economic factors to support the drivers of housing, we think, continue to be solid.
And that's why Yellen says, well, we may raise rates in June. Things are so good. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Came and speak. This is so unbelievable. She comes out and actually takes parking space in her head, thinking that we're really going to believe she's going to raise rates in June. She couldn't raise rates in March, couldn't raise them in April because things are so bad. So things are going to change in June. Are you kidding me? With the increase in the Obamacare rates alone, it's going to kill this country. They're talking another 20, 30% hike. Small businesses, they're going to kill the small businesses. They've been holding back until he got out of office. For small businesses to give the employees insurance, when they raise the rates, when he leaves, it's a killer. They're going to be laying people off like the Depression. What are they talking about? So it's the constant lying, and that's the problem we have too. When you go into a political campaign, especially the presidential campaign, the lying really begins. I've been through so many of these. The lying doesn't stop because the person who's running, like Hillary, has to lie for Obama. She needs Obama. She knows that the economy is horrible. Our first quarter GDP economic growth came in 1.4% the first quarter. 1 month, just the 1 month was 0.5%. She doesn't know? Are you kidding me? She doesn't know the economy is bad? Revenues growth declined. Are you kidding me? By almost 8%. Making it the 5th consecutive quarter year-over-year declines in revenues. And look at the corporate defaults we have. Historic number of corporate defaults. Historic number of small businesses closing. So many more than opening. She doesn't know that? And so Yellen says, well, we may be raising rates in June because we think the economy is going to be getting better. Then she said, we'll raise rates if equity prices go higher. Now what she's talking about is QE. She said, we'll raise rates if equity prices go higher. That means, how are the equity prices going to go higher? Now, we can't, are you kidding? More buybacks? Are you kidding? More? The reason we got so many corporate defaults, other than outside of oil, because even though the money is at zero interest, you still got to pay it back. We've been doing corporate buybacks for 8 years. Here, listen to this.
The Federal Reserve says it's likely to hike interest rates in June if the second quarter data improves as expected.
As expected? It's going to suck. I don't get this. So someone tell me what's going to change. Business sales are going to change? Are you kidding me? We've had such a decline in manufacturing, especially durable goods. And now durable goods, we all know that's the big ticket items. Your TVs, appliances. And when people write their bills out, and at the end of the day, if they have money left, they go buy a new appliance. Guess what? They're not buying new appliances. They don't have any money left. They don't have any money left. Durable goods is now at a it's been declining for 13 months, but we're at a 10-year low because people aren't buying durable goods. So how is things going to be better in June? How about business investment? In machinery and computers, communications equipment, all down. Look at the sales on aircraft. Plunged 27%. Oh, that's going to pick up and go up 27% between now and June? This is May. This is May. What are we talking? 2 more weeks? 3 more weeks? And then June's it? Here, listen to this dope, Steve Leisman.
Remember, on the other side of the ledger should be somewhat better growth. You've had decent housing numbers, decent auto sales. And if we do indeed get that second quarter rebound that we've had.
Oh, I can't listen to him. You're not going to have decent housing. You're not going to have auto sales. Retail sales for April collapsed into recession territory. Led by what? Auto sales. Same-store sales. The worst since 2005. It's amazing how they just lie, isn't it? Here, listen to this guy. He's amazing.
The U.S. consumer, after taking a few months off.
The consumer took a few months off? I didn't realize that consumers go on vacation. Is that what happened? The consumers go on vacation? I didn't understand that. Maybe they do.
The U.S. consumer, after taking a few months off, has come back strongly. We've got strong auto sales, strong retail sales. Those jobs are producing income.
Okay, so what he's saying is consumers took time off. Well, he must be thinking of Denmark or some socialist country where you have to take 4 weeks vacation. Maybe that's what he's thinking about. Maybe he got confused because we're talking so much socialism now. Bernie Sanders wants everybody to have 6 weeks vacation, paid vacation. So let's go one by one. All right, so what did he say? He said that the economy is stronger. I don't get that. If the consumer is stronger, and then why is it that the confidence, when you look at the confidence is at a new low? See, consumers are asked in a survey, do they think it's a good time to spend? Overwhelmingly, no. But this guy says, oh, consumers are really coming back. They're doing good. But they answered, no, it's not a good time to spend. And why? Because they're afraid they're going to lose their job. When you ask the full-time worker, do you think it's a good time to spend? And that's what they ask. They all say no. They have no confidence. They think they'll be cut from a full-time to a part-time position or cut altogether. Consumer confidence is at a 5-year low because they don't have money because of low stagnant wages. So this guy says something opposite. He said, oh, consumers came back from vacation. They're really confident. Family spending. If they're real confident, how come family spending, most of it, the biggest percentage of it, of their budgets, are on basics. Rent, car, food, healthcare is the big one, skyrocket, killing them. Do you know that healthcare alone is not going to allow rates to go up in June? After they pay their healthcare insurance and their apartment, which is almost 40% of their income, some almost 50%, some places, there's no money left. Why do you think retail sales have died? So this guy says, well, jobs are producing income. We have good jobs right now. They're producing income. To who? To where? The retail stores? You mean income at the retail stores? Income at retail stores are going down, not up. We'll be right back after this break and figure out how to make some money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Scheer book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Scheer is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Scheer as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Even if the federal funds rate were to return to near zero, the FOMC would still have considerable scope to provide additional accommodation.
Accommodation, what's that mean? It simply means printing money. What she's saying is the economy's terrible. We're going to claw back that 25% or 0.25% interest rate hike that we did in December. And I'm going to print a whole bunch of money so that we can give it to companies to buy their own shares back so they can boost the stock market higher. The problem with that money is 0%. That means that people lose their jobs. They go from full-time to part-time. From part-time, they go to poverty. That's the problem. We can't keep doing this. Here's the point. When the market is going up, it's always when the economy is bad. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so you can participate.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to this contradiction.
February existing home sales down 7.1%.
American consumers, they have more cash on hand.
What a contradiction. Matter of fact, all the information you get from all the different financial programs, it's all contradiction. But here at Phil's Gang, I will tell you the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com. You will enjoy it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. It's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to. But you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters. Because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Scheer book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant at downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Scheer is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Scheer as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant at downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
The Federal Reserve says it's likely to hike interest rates in June if the second quarter data improves as expected. The members at the April meeting judged it appropriate to leave the option open for a June hike, and they saw conditions improving or likely to improve to justify that hike, including a weaker or stable dollar, rising equity prices, and improved economy. Remember, on the other side of the ledger should be somewhat better growth. You've had decent housing numbers, decent auto sales. And if we do indeed get that second quarter rebound that we've had of GDP between 2 and 2.5%, well, that's going to be a whole lot better environment than you've seen for corporate earnings.
You know, Steve, even if we do see a rebound, as you call it, at 2%, averaging that out across the first 6 months of the year, that gives us about 1.5% growth, the weakest start to the year that we've seen in the past several. And so I don't see the justification for the Fed to continue to raise rates.
That's right, but Steve's got to lie about it. Welcome back. You know, isn't it amazing? So today, it's the same thing they did last time. She comes out, Yellen says, oh, the economy's doing good. We're going to raise rates now in April. Remember, for a year, we're going to keep raising. We never raise. She pretends they're going to, but they never do. So why does she do that? Because she wants people with the euro to drop the euro and to buy her dollars. She's in the business of buying dollars. They sell dollars. They want their dollars to go up. So she knows the trick. All you got to do is come out and say, oh, we think we're raising rates. Oh, what's that mean? See, raising rates, that means you're expecting a good economy. That it means the dollar's going to get stronger because everybody's going to dump their euros and buy the dollars to buy stocks. Because it's such a good economy over there in the United States. Well, guess what? The stocks didn't go up. Dollar went up, but the stocks didn't go up. People aren't buying stocks. Now, when the dollar goes up, gold pulls back. Gold starts pulling back. It did. That's a good thing. That's what we want. We want gold to pull back. We've had 148% gain in our gold mining stocks. Let's use 100%. 100% gain since I got my gang into the metals in December. November, December, because I said this was going to happen. And we saw the chart. We saw the money coming in. All of a sudden, the money started to pour into the metals because everybody knew the economy was terrible. They know the economy is terrible. They're not going to listen to these people, these jibber jabbers. So everybody dumping their money into metals. And the money is still sitting there. So today we had a little bit of pullback. We're not going to worry about it. Because when everybody strains out their head, they're going to realize this is a bunch of nonsense. The economy is not going to grow in 4 more weeks. The economy is done. It's terrible. The economy is done not only because of healthcare, because of our budgets. We run every year, which nobody talks about. How about Amtrak? Every year, we run a shortfall of $1 billion. We have to print money to take care of the billion. That lowers the value of the dollar. That means you don't get a raise. That means when you go to the grocery store, you're going to be paying more for food. That means your full-time job is going to be cut to a part-time job. How about the postal department? $3 billion shortfall there. Print money, print money, print money. There you go again. No more raise, no more overtime. How about Medicare? $67 billion a year in the hole. Print money, print money. Are you kidding? So we're going to go up 4 weeks from now. That's all going to change. Well, we'll just do stock buybacks. Oh, we've been doing that now for 8 years. Hey, those days, easy money and buybacks are gone. We know that because for the last, on my chart, I showed my gang this morning on the chart, you bring back the S&P for over a year, and we can't break out above 215 or 213 on the S&P. For over a year and a half, we use a year and a half, we have not been able to break out to new highs on the S&P above 215. Because every time we get there, there's not enough money coming in. Because the smart money's pulling their money out, $44 billion in the last 5 weeks, and they push their money into metals because they know the economy sucks. Because they know that we can't sustain this economy. We'll keep printing and printing and printing, and you can't keep sustaining an economy like this with this kind of health care. It's killing our businesses. It's killing the businesses that create 70% of our best jobs. This is all fantasy that we're going to raise rates. We're going to raise rates. This is crazy. Which brings me up to this. You've got to stop listening to these experts. You always hear CNBC and these experts talk about non-cyclical stocks and cyclical stocks. Now, what's that mean? Non-cyclical stocks are stocks they tell you, hey, when the economy is really bad, people are still going to buy stuff from Procter & Gamble. They're still going to buy Pepsi. They're going to still get toothpaste from Colgate. They're going to use electricity, so keep going to buy your Duke. So when things are bad, you go to those stocks. But here's the problem. Things are bad. But you know what your 401k manager is doing? You know what your money manager is doing right now? Your brokers are doing? They're putting you in the wrong stocks. Because when Yellen comes out and says, oh, we're going to raise rates in April because the economy is going to get better, then what happens, you get screwed because all the money managers, especially your 401k, they start pulling you out of Pepsi and they start putting you into Caterpillar. They pull you out of Pepsi and they put you into Joy, J-O-I, or TWI. TWI is a company that builds cranes. Well, you don't build, you only build cranes. We have to manufacture cranes when we're building stuff when the economy's doing great. So what they're doing now is the big lie, the economy is doing well. Hillary has to keep that up because Obama keeps saying he's created such a great economy. He saved us. What a recovery it is. What a terrific recovery. She's got to agree because if she doesn't agree, she's screwed because she knows that without Obama, she can't get elected. She needs Obama's support. And she needs the support of all the hierarchy in the Democratic Party. So she's going to be out there with a narrative saying everything's great. So everybody's going to have you in the right stock. That's why you join my gang. Make sure you're in the right stock. Because which is the right stock? You can't go by non-cyclical and cyclicals because they always are lying about where the stage of the economy. So you go into the stocks that the institutions are putting their money in. But you need a chart to show you that. And that's why we're up 100% in gold. While CNBC's still talking about getting in it.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Scheer book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant at downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Scheer is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Shear as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Shear book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Even if the federal funds rate were to return to near zero, the FOMC would still have considerable scope to provide additional accommodation.
Accommodation, what's that mean? It simply means printing money. What she's saying is the economy's terrible. We're going to claw back that 25% or 0.25% interest rate hike that we did in December. And I'm going to print a whole bunch of money so that we can give it to companies to buy their own shares back so they can boost the stock market higher. The problem with that money is 0%. That means that people lose their jobs. They go from full-time to part-time. From part-time, they go to poverty. That's the problem. We can't keep doing this. Here's the point. When the market is going up, it's always when the economy is bad. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so you can participate.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Shear book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Shear book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Shear is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Shear as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Shear book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
The economy is showing signs of strength. I think there was too much fear that we were going into recession, but the good jobs number, the durable goods number, the transportation data, there are a lot of signs now starting to build that the economy is in better shape than we think. And I think if you buy that, then you want to be exposed to more cyclical parts of the market
Sure, so you want to be exposed to Ford and Caterpillar, especially when the dollar's going up in Europe. Caterpillar, yeah, that's a bright one. See what they're doing? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, I want you to talk to a good friend of mine. I can't wait till Saturday. This Saturday, May 21st, noon to 3 at the Tsunami Restaurant here, right in downtown Sarasota, right across from Selby Library. Anybody can find it. Right next to Starbucks, 100 Central. There's going to be a wonderful book signing. I'll be there with Walter Scheer, an award-winning book, the 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award. You're going to meet a man that's incredible. I mean, think about it. General MacArthur tapped Walter to assist him in the integration of two massive companies back then, Sperry and Remington Rand. He tapped him. General MacArthur, I need you to put this merger together. Put all the integration of 80,000 people. Can you imagine that? Then he gets tapped by Rickover. Not just for the, that's when they just started to do that. He was as you know, Rickover's the father of the Polaris nuclear submarine program. And he needed somebody to design the guidance system, not just for the missiles. Walter and his team designed it for everything, the missiles and guiding the submarine. The fax machine. This is a guy who was, at 17, who thought he was going to go to war. He goes down to the recruiter. They tell him he's got TB, he's going to die, and they put him in this filthy asylum, worse than Devil's Island. There for 6 years. Nobody thought he'd live. Come out. Had nothing. He goes and works in a pharmacy as a soda jerk. With tips, he works his way through college. Lands a job with Sperry. Works his way all the way up to top. I mean, goes on and on. The fax machine, he said, okay, I'm going to do this fax machine. And he did it. He introduced the fax machine. I mean, it's just amazing the things he did. I mean, and I want you to hear his stories because these are the kind of people that built this country. Walter Scheer built this country. Now, you know Donald Trump's a friend of mine. I love Donald Trump, but Donald Trump's no Walter Scheer. See, it's guys like Walter Scheer. These are people who just amazing what they did with nothing. So please, I will be there with Walter this Saturday, the Tsunami Restaurant across from Selby Library. It's at 100 Central. The first 25 people get a free book. He'll sign it. So we'll be there. I'll be there with him from 12 to 3. So make sure, please make it. You'll enjoy meeting him. This will be a great book signing. Okay. Now, let's make some money. Now, I played this cut, and they're talking about you better go to cyclicals, right? Because the economy is getting better. Really? Really? See, and this is where I'm fearful for you. And I mean it. This is why people leave the stock market. They get angry. They lose their money. This is where it is. So now they're going to take you out of Procter & Gamble and Pepsi and say, no, now it's okay to go buy cyclicals. Go buy autos. Go buy cars. How can that be? What has changed? We're still in the first quarter, right? We just got out of the first quarter. And the second quarter is going to be worse than the first quarter. And she says that they're going to increase rates because in June things are going to be better, when we know that the first quarter we had negative earnings of 9%. The second quarter is going to be as bad or worse. And in the first quarter, the negative ratings were 4 consecutive quarters, year over year, negative earnings rather. So where's it going to come from? Where is all these sales coming from? Yeah, it's just amazing, isn't it? Like when they come out and they say this kind of stuff.
Those jobs are producing income. There's income was at least first saved, but now it's being spent.
Where's the income being spent? Where's it coming from to spend? Everybody's part-time. What's he talking about? And families, they don't have any money left when they're done just taking care of basics. What's he talking about? And they're going to raise rates? No. Let me tell you what they're going to do. This market is going to correct about 10, 15%, maybe even more. That's going to give them the excuse to do quantitative easing. We are in one of the worst situations we've ever been in. And it's all been one big lie. And the lie is going to continue because Hillary's got to continue that lie. So what I want you to do when you join my gang, you're not going to make a mistake. You're not going to be like they're doing now, telling you, okay, get out of Procter & Gamble or Pepsi and buy Ford or Caterpillar. You won't make that mistake. I won't let you make that mistake because I'll show you. Like gold today. Because she's saying rates are going to go up, which they're not going to in June. People started to dump the euro and buy $1. So gold goes down. But guess what? It didn't turn red on my chart. Now, we're not worried about it. It's already up. We already took most of our profits. It's already up over 100 and GDX almost 141%. But we're going to know because the institutions, when they start taking their money out, then it'll turn red. Now, the spiders, this is what you got to watch, the S&P. The S&P 500, it turned red. It's red now. I begged you, I said, why don't you join the gang and at least take the S&P 500 stocks, follow those with me on the PT2. I'll hold your hand through it. I'll prove to you after 1 month this really works, that this market is going to have a correction, and you can see it right now. They just turned from green to red. We've had 4 days now where institutions are pulling their money out. So here you got the institutions pulling their money out of the S&P 500, the 500 best companies. We can see the money coming out. And don't forget, when the money went in, when it turned to green, it was at $193 back in February. And it went up 193 and went up to 210. Now, that was about an 18% return, but we knew 8% return, but now we knew when to get out. It just turned red. Isn't that nice? So we're getting out, but they're telling you, oh no, the economy's good. Go to cyclicals. See, nobody's going to tell you the truth. And the way the system works on Wall Street, they're like cattle. Everybody who runs a 401k, everybody who's a mutual fund manager, they all follow each other. And when the government comes out and lies and gives you bad numbers, like our job report, you really believe the unemployment rate's 5%? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? You really believe that, huh? See, with me, you're not going to have to worry about bad information costing you money because we don't follow. See, what Steve Leisman is saying today about interpreting what Yellen's saying, they're going to really believe him. This is crazy. This is nuts. See, join the gang and let's get started with the right stocks. Goldman Sachs is the right stock. Okay? So is it Intel. These are 5 stocks that you can follow me every day with. Caterpillar, Schlumberger. These are 5 brand stocks. These are in everybody's mutual fund. And every day I guide you. Schlumberger the other day. Everybody was nervous because it was going back up. Oh, it was going back by my chart. I said, don't get nervous. The chart's telling me it's coming back down. And guess what? It came back down today. Let me guide you. And all I want you to do is help St. Jude. We'll be right back after this break. And don't forget, this Saturday at Tsunami Restaurant, 100 Central.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Scheer book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Scheer is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Scheer as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, we come in the morning, we have what we call coffee talk, but we just don't sit around and throw the bull, or joke or laugh. Our coffee talk is serious. Every morning before you start out investing, we have an intense discussion on what is going on and where we should be investing, because it's all about not the money, but where you're putting that money. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and enjoy the best coffee in town.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of the public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Phil Grande and philsgang.com present the Walter Scheer book signing event. Join us Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant at downtown Sarasota. This is a free event to meet and greet with one of America's true businessmen. The book Walter's Way is a 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award winner and has been recognized as one of the top entrepreneur business books of the year. Walter Scheer is a career businessman who introduced the fax machine to North America. He participated in the tech boom of the 1990s, produced a Hollywood film, and helped set up successful oil and gas companies. Join Phil Grande and Walter Scheer as we invite you to join us for this unique event on Saturday, May 21st from 12 noon to 3 p.m. for the Walter Scheer book signing event at the Tsunami Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, this Saturday, noon to 3, I'll be in Sarasota, Florida. I'll be with Walter Scheer, the award-winning author of the 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award. We'll be at the Tsunami Restaurant right across from the Selby Library, 100 Central. So show up early, get your free book. 25 books, the first 25, you get a free book. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to be introduced to an iconic man, an iconic personality. Just they just don't make Walter Scheers anymore. See, that country was built by men like him. They're gone. Thank God he's still with us. Thank God. Now, the market is now going into close. We're down about 31 points. Now, wait a minute. If we're raising rates because they think everything's going to be okay, about 4 weeks from now, everything's going to turn around 4 weeks from now. Think about this. Our numbers are so bad in the retail industry the jobs in the retail industry outnumber the manufacturing jobs by 3.6 million. Think about this. Corporations in April, job cuts increased 39%. So this is going to change in 4 weeks? Is that right? Our manufacturing industrial production is the weakest in 10 years and caused a 29,000 drop in manufacturing workers. That's going to change. So you got the manufacturing sector, including durable goods, capital goods, business investment, all down, all disaster, but it's going to change in 3 or 4 weeks. Auto sales, we're starting to fall apart. And you got to read, this is the important one. And why you know they're going to keep on trying to push the market up. Because auto sales contribute 40% of our overall manufacturing. Now this is important. They don't tell you this. So why do you think Obama is telling them to give anybody a car? Sales dropped from 17,000 down to 16,000, and then they push them back to 17,000 by saying, see if he's breathing. See if he's breathing. Take the rearview mirror, put it underneath his nose. If it's breathing, loan him the money. Does he have a job? Don't ask him. Don't even look at his credit rating. Give him a car loan for 7 years, 10 years if you need to. We need our numbers up so we can keep manufacturing jobs, because it's 40% of our overall manufacturing industrial production. Do you understand what's going to happen? This is going to be huge in this market. What they're doing is, and remember, they got to keep lying to get Hillary elected. They got to keep the good times rolling. They got to keep printing money. So we're going to have to continue to accept our unsustainable debt load that's killing us, why you don't have a full-time job because of our debt, why you're working part-time, why you're paying more for a movie ticket because of this debt. So we got to accept this unsustainable debt load. Now, we should be reduced government spending. She's not going to do that. She's not going to do that. She's not going to reduce taxes. She's going to increase the spending, increase that, make it worse. And all along telling us how the economy is so good. Look at Obama, what he did for us. And I'm going to do the same thing. And people are going to believe it. What do you think they're telling you today to get out of your defensive stocks and buy cyclicals? They're trying to take parking space in your head. If you want to see something happen and you want to see this market go up and be sustainable without being pushed up with stock buybacks, then we got to restructure our national debt. See, we need Trump to come in and restructure our national debt. That's what we need. We need to repeal the Obamacare. That's the first thing we got to do. Now, I can't believe they give this kid Obama. He's a college professor. He was hardly ever teaching. He wasn't really a professor, by the way. He was a community organizer. They gave him a job to teach 1 day a week. So he called himself a professor, having it on his resume. So he goes right into the Senate, doesn't know anything. And we hand him 17% of our economy, healthcare. 70% of our economy is healthcare. We hand it to this dope. Bad enough handing anything to the government because they do nothing well. They're incompetent. They're lazy. And we handed over 17% of our economy. We got to take it back from them. How many times does it take to prove that the Fed does nothing right and we can't trust them? We can't trust them to run any kind of a program. We can't trust them to run the food program. Look at the disability program. We can't trust them. They double the amount of people get disability checks. They pay them for life not to work. And 62.3% of the people get a disability check today don't have a disability. And so we're going to trust them with our health care. We got to grab the health care and bring it back. So besides our national debt getting restructured, we got to get the health care restructured. And Congress has the authority through the Commerce Clause to make this happen. I mean, we can change immediately where we can start shopping across state line. That's right. That's called a free market competition. We can do that immediately because Congress has the authority in what they call the Commerce Clause to immediately let us go across the state line and start getting prices for insurance. Boy, we got a lot to do, but that's not going to happen between now and 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, June. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to join my gang and forget about when they tell you the economy's good, the economy's bad. No, the only thing you're going to judge, you want to make money? Remember this. Stocks go up 65% of the time. If you want to increase it to 85% of the time, you got to have discipline, and you got to identify when money is coming into a stock. Doesn't that make sense? If all the big institutions, so let's take Apple. If Apple goes up 65% of the time, if all of a sudden you start seeing money coming in, doesn't that improve the 65%? Sure it does. How about when the money starts coming out of Apple? You can see that with the chart. We designed the chart so you can see it. Look at Apple. You would have never got crushed with Apple. Never. If you were with me. Never. I'll prove it to you. Apple. And give me some quick numbers here, JR. If you take on March 1st, it turned from red to green. It was at $97. Shot up to $113. That's a 16% return because we saw the institutions putting money into Apple. The same institutions always put money into Apple. Then they started to take it out. We saw them start taking it out in April 18th. And it dropped from April 18th from 108 down to $89. So it dropped 17%. So we're able to capture on the way up. Let me have that number again. Let's say $97 to $111. That was there's about I think that's about 18%, 14%. So we were able to capture 14% up and 17 down. Just not because we know anything about Apple. You don't need to know anything about Apple. You don't have to know where the company is. You don't have to know who the CEO is. You don't have to even know how to spell Apple. It's all about, is the money coming in? Just like, how did you think we made, we identified the institutions are coming in and gold went up 148%, our gold mining stocks. When JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs was telling everybody, don't you dare buy gold mining stocks, they're going to go down. And I look on the chart and I trusted my chart. And what did I see? It was turning green. Turning green. And finally the other day they said, we give up. Yeah, you should buy gold. After it went up 148%. What are you, nuts? So they say everything's going to be fine in another couple of weeks or June. Right. It'll be fine if you join my gang. That's when it'll be fine. Call right now, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Alex will pick up your phone. Steve will talk to you. Just try it for 4 weeks. Follow me with U.S. Steel. I proved to you by now. Look at U.S. Steel. Beautiful. Remember, this Saturday, the Tsunami Restaurant, downtown Sarasota, the book signing, Walter Sheard and I will be there. Tsunami this Saturday, 12 noon to 3. Don't miss it.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.